And that's how I earned the experience.
Oh yeah, very nice. Welcome back, everyone. When last we left off, oh, this is episode 41, by the way. Curse of Vistani, episode 41. I did my intro wrong.
It's alright.
So when last we left off, you guys fought some Grimishkas. Some weird cat-looking things with like needles for teeth that reacts to magic. And when you cast some magic near them to try and talk to them, the one in front of you exploded into a ton of them, which then were very upset at the magic and attacked you. You're able to get through that encounter pretty simply. I believe not a single one of you even really got hurt.
Which is good, because I'm still down 10 hit points.
Mm-hmm. Then you made your way down the road further, coming across a wagon, and I believe it was Luna.
Who smelt druid?
Yeah, who smelled the druid,
Goblins.
and I don't see her on
Goblin.
the screen.
Yeah, she smelled goblin.
Let me put Luna on the screen.
Yeah, where's my Luna?
Oh, that's...
Oh, Luna's under me.
Oh, yep, she's under you. Okay. I was gonna say, that's weird.
The map was odd because we had Grimishkas that take up a weird space.
Yeah.
That's all.
Alright, so... Luna smelled goblins, and in an attempt to try and get some directions from the druid folk that you noticed in the carriage, Saflin noticed that something was a bit off. And through trying to get them to stop, you noticed the driver mime the words, "Help me." At that point, Saflin took out her immovable rod, shoved it in the spokes of the wheel, causing their cart to come to a dead halt. Sun flanked around to the other side and is currently hanging off the back. And you guys came to a stop, and one of the archers inside the carriage popped open a window on the side and let loose an arrow at Saflin. And that is where we're picking up. So, top of the initiative, we have Saflin. You just had an arrow shot at your face.
So rude. Alright, so Saflin... Does Saflin have a visual on where this arrow came from? Or are they still kind of obscured?
So, there's like a small window where you currently see a bow, like kind of hanging out a bit. Okay. So if you were to try and attack them, they do have 3/4 cover at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. I won't do something that needs to see them done. I'll do something that they have to hear.
That works.
That will work. We'll get around that nicely.
Curio stuff up.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, we were saying nobody does curio like curio.
Right?
Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Dissonant Whispers at first level just to set things off.
Okay.
And it's one creature of my choice within range that can hear me.
Alright.
So I'm going to cast that one. And
right,
that
so
is going to be a Wisdom saving throw. 15
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
And this is the one that makes them get away from me if they fail.
Yep. Okay. So what's my wisdom? Nothing. 15.
Okay, so they meet the save.
So is it half damage or no damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Half damage and they don't have to move away from me.
All right. Half damage.
So that's 5 damage to them. And it's psychic damage. I don't think that matters in this case, but it's psychic damage, so y'all are aware. So that's my action. And then as a bonus action and a movement is what I have available to me. I am going to bonus action and use a bardic inspiration
Okay.
on Curio. And be like, hey, do you still have that reflect missiles trick? Can you still reflect arrows?
Maybe.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use my movement to move behind the cart.
Okay.
I won't be out
So
of
Curio,
immediate
you now
Bardic
have a bardic
inspiration is a
inspiration.
D4.
I believe so, yeah.
For me, it's a D8.
Oh,
Okay.
D8.
It
And I can
increases
use it
as you
2
level.
hit or 2 damage through your special ability.
Correct. You can
Okay.
use it for magical hit, for spells, for healing or damage, but you can also just use it for ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Curio, you're up.
What's the window look like?
So it's the window itself is kind of like divided into 4 sections, with like a cloth cover on the inside, but he has popped it open. At the moment, it kind of like folds down. So it's currently folded down on the outside. There's actually 2 windows on each side of the carriage. So he currently has one of them open.
Okay, I'm going to reach up, grab the curtain, and pull it out. I want
Grab the
to rip
curtain?
the curtain off of the curtain rod.
Okay, currently, are you doing the one where the bow is currently sticking out?
Yes.
Okay. Make a dex. Make an acrobatics check for me. It won't be that hard. Yeah, you get it easy. So you reach in, grab the curtain, and just yank it as hard as you can. And like there's a little rod above the window on the inside that it's kind of affixed to, and that kind of falls down onto his bow, and you just rip the curtain away, and you now have a curtain.
Can I consider that my first attack so I can follow it up with my
Yep,
second
that would
attack
be an
for my
action.
attack?
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, well, what do I see in there?
Currently, you see a bow hanging out. The bow's kind of taking up most of the window. It's a crossbow.
Okay. I am going to use my second attack of my attack action to fling a radiant symbol through the window then,
Okay.
targeting whoever is holding the bow.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack. All right.
23 hits.
23 is going to hit, even with the 3/4 cover. Doing 10 radiant damage. Okay.
Okay. Now, if anybody has a melee attack to swing at me, I am going to step away to there.
They are gonna take their reaction to do an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
So they're just gonna quickly reach out with a dagger and do 10 does not hit, I
That
believe.
does not hit.
Okay. So
Did you
they try and reach out, and their arms are short, so they didn't have enough reach. As you kind of like ducked out of the way and moved.
Darn it! I should have done something else.
I'll move this guy to the token layer so you can see approximately where he is.
I should have done something else, but okay. I have done what I'm doing.
Did you use
For
your
now.
D8?
I did
You're
not.
hanging on to it. Okay.
I'm hanging on to it.
Okay. Next we have another guy who is going to He is going to go up to the other window in there. These guys are really tight in together. Bear with me.
Remember, you can hold Alt to
Yep.
do stuff.
Wait. That's the wrong guy. That guy.
I think it's Alt. Is it Alt? Yeah, it's Alt.
Yeah,
That
it's
lets
Alt.
you move wherever you want to.
Okay. There we go. So the second goblin pops open the second window on that side. He also holds his crossbow out and is going to fire a shot at Kirio.
Okay.
19.
That hits?
Okay.
Over barbs.
No! Okay. No! But okay.
I thought he was going
Why,
to do
you
his
wanna
deflection.
Be hit?
Do you
Yes!
want it to hit? Okay, fine. I'll let it hit.
Why do you want to be hit?
He has a special
Deflect
ability.
missiles.
Because I'll never get to use this otherwise. And hopefully Meteor doesn't roll high for damage.
Alright. Oh, do I need to roll damage first?
Yeah, you roll for damage.
Oh, I didn't think I got the roll damage. Because you catch it.
Well, if
That's
I roll
5.
this and reduce the damage, which
Gotcha.
I'm going to.
So that's
yeah,
5
see,
piercing damage.
Yeah, so see, I roll this. And I would reduce it by that many points of damage.
Okay, so it's reduced to 0.
If I reduce it to 0, I can
Plus
then spend a key
11.
point
Oh my
to fling it back.
gosh.
So I catch the arrow and I'm going to fling it
Alright.
back at the target, I believe.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a attack. I believe you still roll an attack.
Yeah. Ranged attack. Oh, I don't even have to do it back at the same one. I'm going to redirect it to the one that already attacked.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go for it.
they just sent you free ammo. You can just send it wherever you want.
Yeah. And that is just a
The throwing attack, yeah.
ranged attack as with any monk weapon. So since I don't have any on me to do, I'm just going to roll my Radiant Sunbolt doesn't get the plus, which is fine because this isn't melee. So this is actually for the arrow.
Okay.
I rolled crappy.
You can add the D8.
Yep, I'm going to.
Alright, so a 9 is going to miss.
Hold
Wait,
on.
that's Radiant Sunbolt.
He's adding 1d8 from the inspiration to that roll.
Oh, you're
So
just using that as the
17.
standard. Okay.
Yeah, I'm using that as the base for the arrow.
17
I don't
is
have
gonna
one
miss.
17 misses?
Yep, because of the
Alrighty.
3/4
Wow.
cover.
Oh, I still threw it back.
Yep. So the guy launches the crossbow bolt at you. You catch it midair, kind of do a sick little flip, and as you're coming down from your flip, you launch it over at the other one, and it goes ting into the side of the cart.
I'll still grin really big.
It's like,
All
how
right.
do you like my trick?
So now this guy's gonna take a second attack,
Okay.
and seeing that, he's not gonna aim at you this time, and he's gonna aim at Saplin.
Oh. But I'm hiding behind Callan in a cart.
He still has line of sight on you, unfortunately.
Dang it.
Okay, so does 17
Okay,
hit?
barbs.
Ouch. Yeah, see, there's
Okay.
silvery barbs for you.
All right. So you silvery barbs. He's
Yep,
got to
roll
roll
again. Hit
again.
the lower.
17.
Well,
God. Alright, well, I'm gonna give the advantage to myself.
Okay.
you are just destined to be hit by this arrow.
It's still gonna hit.
All right. For 8 damage. Piercing.
Yeah, because I don't think my mirror images are up anymore. That was previous combat.
Mhm.
Great. That's not nice. Okay. Taking the 8 damage.
All right. Then he's going to
Whoops. I need to.
he's going to use his bonus
Turn that
action to hide. So he's now
Somebody-
crouched down in the cart.
They triggered Cobot on my channel. I need to turn that off.
Aurora, you're up.
Neha.
All right. Let me see here what I got option wise.
Well, since they know we're here and everything else,
I'm actually, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw my great sword out, and I'm also gonna grab my shield and get it into position in front of me to block anything that's coming in.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of stand my ground as I hop off the cart and just kind of block with the shield very quickly, and just kind of
All right.
prepare for any possible attack in the future.
Okay. So you hold your action if something attacks you. Got it.
I'll hold my action in case something attacks.
Any bonus action you want to do?
Let me see here. Not at the moment.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So next, this guy. The next thing you see is the guy who you were talking to at the front. You see something push him down out of the way. He falls out of the carriage, and then a goblin hops out, and he's going to run straight to Curio. And going to make a melee attack. 9.
9 does not hit.
Going to miss. He's going to make a second attack. 13.
Does not hit.
I'm
All
glad
right.
everyone knows my AC.
Oh, I know your AC is like
19,
18 or
isn't it?
19, yeah.
It's 19, if I remember correctly.
Yep, 19.
So he hopped out, and he swings at you once, and you kind of just like used your cat nimbleness to dodge out of the way. Swings again, backhanded, same thing, just whiffs both times. And that brings it to... actually, he's going to use his bonus action to disengage.
You can do that.
And go right here.
They's a Rogan.
San, you're up.
Hi. Right.
Stink bomb.
Stinker bomb.
So, San, you're holding on to the back. There is a door on the back with a similar window to the ones that are on the side.
So it's like a hand. Just get it through the window.
Yeah, it would be easy enough to shove it through there, so that'll take your action. There's a curtain covering the window.
Okay. I'm still gonna throw a stick bomb in. I want to use one.
Okay. Remind me what that does again?
It's the stink bomb that I made from the stink cow, and it's just a stink bomb.
So it just smells really bad.
It smells really, really bad.
Okay. I believe that if it's the cow stink,
Yeah,
and I'll say it has the same effect as the stench cow's stench. So DC 12 con saving throw, or be poisoned until the start of your next turn, or of the creature's next turn. Yeah.
Is that something that you actually found somewhere?
No, she made it.
No,
She
I
took
made
some
it.
of the...
No, I'm
The-
asking meteors. Is that a thing he found
Oh.
somewhere? Because if not, I actually have a
That-
thing you can use.
Oh, okay. That was just off the stench cow stat block for stench ability.
Oh, okay. There you go. You can use that. That's fine.
What'd you find? An actual stink bomb?
Yeah, I found a homebrew stick bomb.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, we'll just use the stench cow's stench ability. Okay. So... yeah, so it'll be a DC 12 con saving throw for everyone in the carriage. Or be poisoned. Okay, so... the two goblins that you know of. That one saves. That one fails. He is poisoned. And then...
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That one fails. Okay. And then poisoned has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Okay.
Okay.
So yep,
As a
two
bonus,
succeed, two
I'm gonna-
fail.
As a bonus, I'm gonna steady aim with a dagger. So if anyone actually opens the back of the cart, I can get them.
Okay.
And also, Morrow is gonna bite the one that's next to it, and I get advantage on the roll because she's right next to people.
The enemy has to be right next to people.
No, me.
Where?
Hold on.
Yeah, Moro.
Oh no, ignore that. Yeah.
Yeah, Moro does not get advantage.
Ignore the second one.
So Moro would have to come out of the cart. She is currently in the cart.
I'm imagining
Moro's in
doing like she did with the bows, sticking her head out the window and biting it.
Yeah, Moro's in the cart.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
How big are the windows on our cart? 'Cause
Your cart doesn't have windows. It has a flap on the back.
Oh, okay. Well, Morrow's gonna jump out, turn around, and bite it.
Okay. Yeah, Callan, Luna, Lilia, and Mora were all in the cart still. Aurora was sitting on the front.
I forgot she was still in the cart. But,
All
yeah,
right, so
more.
okay, so then 16 is going to hit
No.
and do 8 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Make
I
a
was just
strength
imagining the
save.
goblin screaming because the direwolf just jumped out the back of the car.
Yeah, it probably scared the crap out of it. Just a giant direwolf
Make
pops
a
out of the
fear
back.
defense check.
It kind of goes up and holds up its shield, but Moro kind of gets underneath and chomps on his leg.
Mm.
And does anyone speak Goblin?
I do
No.
not.
No.
Callan
do
does.
not.
Callan actually speaks Goblin. So Callan hears several expletives. You all just hear some
beep, beep.
Goblin words that you don't understand.
Make a strength save.
Oh, yep.
Mhm.
You're right. Strength save. Do I for the saves? Is that the same as the straight stat, or
If they don't specifically have any bonuses to it, then it's
It's
just
just a
it's
D20.
okay?
yeah, just a d20 plus the strength.
Okay.
Bonus.
3.
Fails. Fails.
So he's
13.
just prone.
So he is now prone.
Yay, more. That's my turn.
Where's the stupid prone thing? That's exhausted. Ah, there it is. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna zoom in on this for the
Help,
stream.
he's fallen and he can't get up until his turn.
All right. So next up is Callan. Callan's gonna hop out of the cart and kind of run over here. Then he is going to... He's gonna Scorching Ray.
I was gonna say, if he's about to set fire to the stench and I'm on the back of the cart, is that gonna go boom?
Well, luckily it's not an oil cloud.
Yeah, it's a stink cloud, so it shouldn't be flammable.
Okay, as long as it's not flammable.
Giving me your ideas.
You are.
I'm trying not to give him freaking ideas. I'm on the back of this thing.
Alright, so the first bolt, he's firing at that guy, which is going to miss. The second bolt, he's firing at the first one who shot, which is also going to miss. And then he's going to shoot a second one at the guy in the guy outside who's prone. Oh, that should have disadvantage too, shouldn't it?
Yep, because it's prone. It's a ranged attack.
So, 10, unfortunately, which is gonna miss.
He tried.
You then hear Callan speak a couple goblin words that you just heard
Sound familiar?
the goblin. Yeah, they sound vaguely familiar to what you heard recently. He's gonna use his bonus action to cast Magic Stone. Also at this one.
That doesn't throw them, that just makes them.
Natural 20.
Wow.
So that hits for sure. And it's going
Where
to
does
do...
Callan hit him with the stone?
He hits it. He hits the guy right in the eye as he's peering out,
Peekaboo.
doing 5 damage.
Yeah, I didn't know it lets you attack with it when you cast it too. That's nifty.
Yeah, it's all a bonus action, I believe. At least that's how I've been doing it the whole campaign.
Okay.
As long as it's consistent.
Yep.
Yep.
As long as it's consistent, we're good. Go, Callan.
Yeah, it doesn't specify that it has to be in separate turns, so it's just there. So you then see, so you see him launch his stone directly into the eye of the goblin, and the next thing you see is the crossbow falling out the window, and that goblin drops out of frame. Lilia, you're up.
Okay, so I'm hopping out of the cart and I'm gonna go stand here.
Okay.
And where is it? I am casting my spirit guardians. Which means
When they
Or
start their
up.
turn, they get to roll a lot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that means when this guy has his turn, he gets to be attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they're in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stand here. I'm standing here.
All right.
So I'm
Um.
just going to leave it like that.
So, how does that target? You specify things you don't want targeted, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
So my teammates,
Okay.
not.
What about the guy that fell out the cart that was being held hostage?
I would say no to him too.
Okay.
Okay.
What about any
So-
people inside that we don't know are there? That might be nice people.
Oops.
That's a good. That's a good response. You're the cleric. You've got
That-
this covered. If that
that
happens,
is
right?
why I was trying to specify. I was
Uh,
trying to see if you would remember
oops.
to
My goal is
exclude
not to
the guy
kill.
who's driving and anyone else.
My goal is to knock out. So if I do need to heal somebody, I can heal somebody.
Okay. So I would say you can exclude the guy you've seen, but anyone else who you have not
Oops.
seen, I will
Yep.
say you can't specifically exclude them.
If I don't know they're there, it's an oops.
Right.
Yep. You can't.
So any
That's
goblins,
a good call, Meteor.
yeah, any goblins you haven't seen and any NPCs you haven't seen are not excluded.
Don't forget the horses.
Yeah, you can exclude the horses.
Well, obviously the horses.
Nay.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna have Luna ready up in case somebody comes to attack.
Okay.
Although I am going to where is it? Just to show that I've powered up her tattoo.
Okay. So you powered up her tattoo, so she has an extra range.
Yes.
So her range is now 10 feet, right?
Thought it was 15.
Or is
Yeah,
it
it's
15? Okay.
But it
I
depends
believe.
on 15, yeah.
If you want, you could make an attack on this guy here, who is currently prone, so you'd have advantage.
Yeah, it's 15 feet.
Okay. So then I will do an attack on him then. So Eldridge bite and advantage because he's prone.
All right. 20's gonna hit for 9 piercing and 4 force for 13 damage. And that one is now unconscious.
Kitty cat goes meow.
Kitty cat go.
All right. So next up,
The
Oh,
other
wait,
one
hold
in
on.
the cart that we know
Can
about.
I do something? I forgot.
go ahead.
Da, 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 da. Trying to find what are my bonus. Where does it show my bonuses?
Click action.
Which bonus?
My heal. I'm trying to figure out which heal I can do on bonus.
Oh, that's
that's
healing, word.
word.
Healing word, which is
It's the smaller one. Cure
it's
wounds is the full
okay.
action. Healing word is the smaller one.
I am
But
healing
ranged.
wording onto Sappy because she's been hit. Because that is a bonus action that I
Appreciate
can
it.
do.
Good roll.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yay!
Saflin
I'm
heals
back
for
at
8.
full again.
Since that is my bonus, I'm just like, I may as well do it.
I will happily accept the health.
All right.
I almost forgot about that, sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so next thing you know, San,
Hi.
another goblin comes from behind you, riding this big dog-like creature.
Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm. You're currently hanging onto the back. He's
And
gonna swipe at you with his scimitar. That is
Callan is typing.
Is he on? Yeah, Callan's typing. Is he on a
thank you.
direwolf?
It is not a direwolf.
Is it a warg?
Yeah, I got.
It is a warg.
I got a dagger of venom in my hand still, from where I was getting ready to hit anybody if they came out, and I have steady aim, so fun. I get advantage.
All right, so a 20.
That's gonna hit.
All right, and he's gonna do 3 damage.
Good roll.
That's
good
really
roll.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's
Good
not
roll
bad.
for us.
Okay, 3 damage. Done.
And then the
I get
warg
something
that
back.
he is riding is going to bite you. 17?
No.
Yep, that's my arm.
All right. So... For 15 damage. Oh, that was max damage. So that's 15 piercing damage.
Ow.
And I need you to roll a strength saving throw, please. A 10 is going to fail. So you are now knocked prone.
That seems vaguely familiar, huh?
So I don't get to smack him back?
So you were hanging on the back of this thing. The goblin, they take you by complete surprise. The goblin comes up and swipes you right in your back. Kind of like loosening your grip, and then the warg comes up and bites you on the butt. And you end up letting go, and you are now flat on the ground on your back.
Was your action ready, son?
Yeah, I had my bonus action that had my
You
steady aim with the dagger.
you said you were readying it in case something came out of the cart, correct?
Yeah. No,
It came up from behind you,
And
so
it came up from behind you. So you were ready if something tried to come out of the cart, but this thing came up and snuck up on you from behind.
he is
Okay,
pulling a
so-
technicality.
So hold on, pause.
Is that ruling wrong?
I'm saying if you're going to be that specific,
Mm-hmm.
then let San just declare she's ready unless she's attacked going forward.
Can I say something that will fix it?
Sure.
Steady aim doesn't give you an attack. It means your next attack has advantage. She used her action to throw in the stink bomb.
Right,
She didn't
that's
have an
That's
attack
true.
action left.
That is true.
In action. Yeah.
You still
That
get
is true.
advantage on your next attack.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you would not have been able to ready an attack in that case. I missed that. That's correct.
Okay.
And it only works if you haven't moved in your turn, and you haven't. And after you use that, you can't move. So you can't stand up. Your movement is 0.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But you have advantage on your attack.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stab this thing as soon as I can move. Meteor, I hate you. I'm also at 20
Sorry.
points.
All right. So
Steady aim is nice.
it is.
It is unless you get bitten in the ass by a freaking warg.
Also, Meteor, you
Mhm.
forgot a thing. He's supposed to take damage.
He didn't move
He's
into
not
your
in
range.
your
he didn't move
range.
into.
Oh, okay. It's the okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's the one behind
It's
the
the one
cart
behind,
right now.
yeah.
He's
It's
just
not
out of your
moving
range,
yet.
unfortunately. All right.
And that was a lily hiss.
So now let me double check this. Okay. So this one's going to come up to the closest person, which in this case is Callan, which means crap. Which means
going
he
into
is
my
going into
circle.
your range. So
Which means
he needs
He makes a
to
save.
make a save. DC 14, Wisdom. Which, okay. Oh, 13. Oh, no. I was looking at the wrong thing. Wait, what? Oh, 1.
He rolled 2 minus 1. He rolled
Okay.
a 1.
I was scrolled up and saw someone else's roll and went, 13!
All that
So
damage.
1.
Nice.
So,
I
yeah,
rolled a crit
17
on my
radiant damage. And actually, the warg is going to have to make a save as well.
From where?
Because he's it's another one riding a warg.
Oh, okay.
That's why he could move so far so quickly.
So does that mean I have to roll another?
Yep.
So you're gonna do.
Gosh, dang it!
Yeah. So both of them fail.
Well, the goblin takes 17.
Yep.
And the
The
warg
warg
takes
takes-
13.
Okay.
Really good rolls. You rolled an 8 on both, at least.
1 second.
Do like the Chibi Lilia. I was like, what? Chibi what?
Your avatar.
Yes, I get it now. I'm also half distracted by Pokemon.
Okay. So the goblin takes 17. So that goblin. Oh no! Don't do that.
That goblin what?
That goblin is going to fall off the warg as it enters.
I'm
onto
imagining
the
it
ground.
raising its sword high and charging and yelling,
Yep.
and then it just slumps forward and gets thrown at Kellen's
Yep.
feet.
That's exactly right. It has its sword in one hand, its shield in the other, charging towards Callan. It gets ready to take a swing, enters your field, and then just drops. The warg, on the other hand, is still up, and it is still going to get his attack on Callan.
Kellen scared that one to death.
24 is definitely going to hit.
Come on, Callan, roll high for damage.
No, it's hitting Callan.
Oh.
For 11 piercing.
Ouchie.
And he needs to make a strength save. Which is going to be a 12, which fails. So Callan is now prone. All right.
Dang it, Callan.
Next on the initiative is someone who's dead. So Saflin, you're up.
Okay. So I have my reaction back. Now that it's back to me, so I can Silverate Barb next round if I need to. I am. Let's see. Who can I visibly see now? I can see that this one's down. I can see that there's a warg.
Yes.
Can't see this guy 'cause he's on the other side of the cart. Can I see this one or no? The tube I saw him.
I will say yes, but they have half cover
Okay.
from your vantage point.
And the one by the window, we can't see at all. The character's there, but he had him to hide down behind the wall.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can see these two that are adjacent to each other.
The one that's in the
dissonant-
cart currently has full cover, so you cannot
As long as
target
I can
him.
see one of them.
But yeah,
Would dissonant whispers work? Because you don't need to
I'm
see.
not using that. I'm using
Okay.
something else. I'm asking about something else. I don't
Yeah.
want a dissonant whispers right now. I have a different spell I want to use.
Was
Yeah,
just
dissonant
thinking
whispers will
'cause-
always work as long as they can hear me and I know they exist, but I don't want to do that right now.
Yep, as long as there's a path to him.
Yep. Instead, I'm going to cast Crown of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm gonna do it on the one that I can see that's adjacent to his buddy, which I guess is this one.
Okay. So wisdom save,
Mm-hmm.
which will be have such bad wisdom. A 9. Gonna
Okay,
fail.
he fails. So he is charmed by me
Mm-hmm.
for the duration of the spell, which is concentration or up to a minute. And a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on his head, and his eyes kind of glint with madness.
Mm-hmm.
And then on his turn, he must use his action before moving to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that I pick.
Yep.
And I'm picking his buddy in the cart.
Okay.
So if he can see it,
Okay. Okay.
He has to be able to reach him before moving, basically.
Right.
If he can't reach him,
So what you wouldn't be able to see from there is that there's a door in between them on the back of the cart. So
he's also on the warg. Remember, there are two things
yep,
there.
there are two things.
Goblin
Yeah,
and
he-
the
Oh,
warg.
that's true.
yeah, he could
That's
also
true.
target the warg.
Yep.
So it's whoever she chooses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mentally choose my target.
Okay.
So
And it's on its turn, so
Yeah,
she
on
can
its
choose
turn.
the target on its turn.
Yep,
yes, I
that's fine.
choose on its turn.
Yep.
That's correct.
Okay.
And if there comes a reason why I don't pick a target, or if nothing's in its reach, it'll act as normal.
Okay.
But it's basically I get to take over his attack action
Yeah.
for a melee attack
Mhm.
if he has a target nearby.
That's a nifty little spell.
And he gets to save from it at the end of each of his turns. So he
Okay.
gets to try to save again at the end of his turn.
Okay. So Son, it's probably kind of scary looking for you when this happens, because you have this goblin on top of a warg, standing over top of you. Then all of a sudden you see the goblin have a crown of iron magically appear floating over his head, and his eyes just go crazy.
Flavor, I'd like some of the iron to look like flowers.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. So a crown of iron floating above his head, but there's a couple flowers here and there on it, so maybe lessens the scary a bit, but there's still the madness in his eyes.
Going crazy.
Like metal worked flowers?
Yes,
Like you'd
metalwork
see
flowers.
on gates and stuff? Nifty.
Yes,
I like it.
correct.
Okay, well, at least with the flowers, I'd know it's Saf.
it would be a pretty good assumption.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So that's my action.
Mm-hmm.
That's an action to cast. My bonus action, I will spend another bardic inspiration,
Okay.
and I am going to trigger my mantle of inspiration with that. So 8 temporary hit points to up to 4 creatures that I can see and that can see me within 60 feet.
All right.
which should be everybody at this point. We're all fairly close together. So
Yeah.
anybody who can see me and that I can see.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to see Son at the moment.
Yeah, I can't give it to Son, but I'll give it to Callan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give it to Aurora.
All right, and how much
And-
temp hit points is that?
It's 8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And I will also give it to Lilia and Moro.
All right.
Those will be my 4. So they each get 8 temporary hit points, and should they choose, they can immediately use their reaction to move up to their full movement speed without taking attacks of opportunity. So Callan can get out
Okay.
of dodge.
So Callan's going to definitely take advantage of that. He's going to use half his movement speed to get up.
Yep.
Oh, whoops, that was the wrong button. He's not dead. And then he's going to... where does he want to go?
Thank you very much, Luxter.
Can I
He's
move
actually
mine?
going to go... Yeah, you can move yours as
Yes.
well.
Lilia,
So
So
does
Moro,
this
and
make
Aurora
him
can all also
in
move.
my?
20.
Does this make
20.
him in my?
Your aura.
If not, I will go
Uh,
here.
Probably
Yeah, I'd
down
say
would be
there,
safer.
because it was barely in the aura there.
Because it's a sphere.
Yeah.
Keep in mind.
Yep. So
Mika,
yeah,
you
I'd
can
say you'd
move
have to be there.
Moro should you choose.
Hmm?
You
What?
can move Moro should you so choose, their full movement. It'll use their reaction, but they can position themselves.
Oh, I forgot.
And Aurora can also.
Okay.
Lilia, I forgot about your thing, so
Oh, what was that? That way I
see.
can fight after.
Oh, for the guys inside,
Yeah.
Also, Moro
I have
has
to roll 2.
8
Yeah,
more
roll
hit points.
2.
Mika.
Yeah, I'll roll the saving
Alright.
throws. Just give me a second.
Is it safe for half?
Thank you.
What is the save? Wisdom?
If they save, it's half damage.
Okay, so yeah, she still rolls damage regardless. Yay!
Okay, so
Aurora,
one
you
saves,
also
one
get 8
does
temp
not.
points.
8
So,
temps. Cool.
6 to the save and 16 to the one that doesn't.
Yeah, okay. So
That was the order they were rolled in for both.
Yep.
Yep,
Lilia, give yourself your 8 temp if you hadn't. Also.
I do. I have.
Okay. Then that's
So
everything but my movement
16.
resolved, so I'm going to move up near the horses. So I'm further out of line of sight.
All the damage is meteor.
Okay. Got it.
Alright, my turn is resolved now. So, Kirio.
Waiting for meteor to
Yep,
okay
go ahead.
everything.
Yep, go ahead.
What would you make me roll to jump through the window?
To jump through the window?
Yeah, to go through the window. Can I fit in the window?
You would not be able to fit in the window, unfortunately.
Okay.
It was
Not
barely
even if he
fit.
compressed himself really tightly, like dove into it like perfect diver form.
It would barely fits that crossbow through. So a goblin could crawl out pretty easily, but Curio, if you want to try and squeeze through there, I'd say it would take your action.
Well, in that case, I just want to reach in and blindly claw around since I can't see anything. I'm going to attack the spot. Since we know the other guy was at the other window before he
Mhm.
hid, I'm going to claw at that area first.
I will say, there is also like an open bit on the front by the driver's seat with just a curtain over there that you'd be able to fit through fine.
Yeah, because the driver fell down. He got pushed.
Oh,
Mhm.
so I can go here and inside?
Yeah.
Okay, well I will go here and let you squeeze whatever you need to squeeze so I can see inside.
Okay.
Can I see inside from here?
You can just move the curtain out of the way and peer inside. Yeah,
Okay.
that won't even take an action.
Here's Curio.
Okay, so you look inside. There is the one goblin who is crouched by the window currently, with his crossbow in hand. And then there are 2 druids choking on a stink bomb who are tied up in there as well. Charge!
Curio, call out that there's 2 druids.
I'm about to, but I'm trying to think of what to say. Lilia, there's bystanders. I think that's the word. Bystanders. Yeah, bystanders.
2
Bystanders.
bystanders.
No D at the end.
I know
figured that was
but
part of the mistake. Yeah, you just
Oh,
let it
okay.
happen.
Okay,
What happened?
my bad.
Bystanders or bystandard? Can we
He
clear
meant
this up?
bystander, but he said bystandards because Curio.
Gotcha.
But there's 2 druids, so it's bystanders.
Correct.
Yes,
He
that's
said
why there's
plural.
an S on the end.
Yes, he said plural.
So there's 2.
Yes.
There's at least 2.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
Drop
Based on
your
what he
spell.
I'm also kind of curious
Well,
if the
I don't want to
driver's
drop
okay.
it. I can
He
just.
kind of got shoved.
I think you do that when you cast it.
So the driver, he looks fine. He's just kind of like, he's kind of crawled over onto the side of the cart here by the wheel.
Okay.
And he's just kind of cowering there.
Yeah, it's when you cast the spell that you do it. You can't change it after the spell is cast.
Yeah, so you would have to drop Spirit Guardians to not hurt them.
Or move out of the way.
Yep.
Or I can try and push them out of the way, which is actually a possibility at this point.
Yeah.
If I knock them out, I'll just heal them.
It's okay if you're hurt a little bit. We've got this.
They've already been hurt because I didn't know they were there, so
Yeah.
I'm not about to drop
Are
it
they
just
conscious, Meteor?
They are currently conscious, both of them.
Do I see the door
Is
at
it
the back?
Is it the 2 that you just rolled for?
You don't know.
Is the door open at the back or closed?
The door at the back is closed.
Okay, so I can't dash
them
through
out.
them and push them out.
Yeah,
You
you'd have
could
to open
open
the
it,
door
in
first.
theory.
My butt's on the floor. Right outside the doors. Please don't push people on top of me.
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty funny sight.
Oof,
No, it
oof.
freaking wouldn't. Unless you push them out, I am holding a freaking venom dagger. Someone will get stabbed.
In that case, I'm going to go in then and smack the guy I can see.
Okay.
I'm assuming I can see him.
Yeah, you
since
can
I'm
see him.
down this side of the wall.
Yep, no cover or anything. 26 is going to hit
Nice.
for 9 slashing damage.
Is he still up?
He is still up.
Okay. Second part of my attack action.
23 is going to hit as well for 7 more slashing. He is still up, but he's looking pretty bad. He was not expecting you to come through there. So your attacks would have done a little more, but they kind of caught the crossbow a little. Which has saved him thus far, but he's still looking very bloody with scratches all over him now.
Okay, then here is my follow-up as my bonus action.
Okay, 12? Let me see. Is going to miss. So this time he holds the crossbow out away from him just as your claws come, and your claws get stuck on the crossbow.
I am going to increase that by 4 points to 16 as I focus my aim.
Can that be done after?
When you miss with an attack roll, you can spend 1 to 3 key points to increase the attack roll for 2. By 2 for each point spent. I spent 2
Okay,
points.
so 2 points. Okay.
So does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Yay!
So he brings out the crossbow, and you hit right on it and shatter the thing.
Yay!
Going straight through. The shrapnel as well as your claws just pierce him, and he is now down.
Now I'm going to open the door.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta move you guys real quick.
Here, I'll do that.
There. Okay.
She's right outside and I'm right inside.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I open the door.
All right. So you open the door. You see San on the ground on her back. After having just been probably kind of holding her back because that's where she just got attacked. And you see the warg and the goblin with the crown on his head.
I'll wave at Son. And in my turn, that was an attack, a move, and a bonus.
So
we're
San,
good.
you look up as the door swings open. You just see Curio go, "Oh hi."
Really? You can attack the thing?
He used all his actions.
I'll
She-
point at
she
the
doesn't
guy
know that,
who's
though.
unconscious by the door that she can't see.
Ow.
All right. So next up is someone who's dead. So Aurora.
Okay.
There's two at the back behind the carriage.
I'll just kind of like give a little bit of a nod.
There's also the dude over here.
Oh yeah, you can get to that guy easy.
Yep. I'm gonna make. I will. So behind the carriage, you mean like right here?
Oh.
Or
In the
Extra
back of the
Son.
carriage. Yeah.
He's
There,
moving
there,
here,
there,
but
there,
you
okay.
also have this one in sight. Up
Yeah,
there.
you
Yeah.
can get to either of those with your movement speed.
right. Yeah. Let me go up here. I'm gonna go up here. Take care
Okay.
of this one.
All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and cast Searing Smite,
Okay.
and then I'm going to take a swing at the this fellow up here.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
I think that should work.
That's a crit.
That is a crit. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and roll double damage.
And extra on the
So
Searing
double
Smite.
dice. Or yeah. So 11, which is max damage,
Yeah.
and 10, so 21 slashing damage.
All right.
And double the Searing Smite because that was part of the attack.
Yeah, that thing is crispy. So you bring your heavy sword down on top of it, and it just burns through it.
Oh yeah, it just melts straight through it like it's not even there. It just goes.
Yeah, almost like
It's
butter.
it's like if it flashes over and just like disappears.
Okay.
Good kill.
I used up all my good rolls. I'm gonna have nothing but junk from here on out. Sorry, just a heads up.
Combat's almost over.
And it's on fire.
Yep. It's going to continue to burn.
The smell of burning flesh.
Ah, yes. Nothing quite like it.
All right. Next up is another dead one, so San.
Smack him.
So you have a goblin and a warg standing over top of you.
I'm just gonna stab up.
All right, which one?
Well, the warg, because that's closer.
Okay. 27 is definitely going to hit.
And I
Or-
am by the door, and Mora's there too. So yeah, she's definitely gets her sneak attack.
Okay. So 8 piercing, needs to roll a DC 15
Wow.
saving throw.
What?
The attack roll was very good.
Yeah, it was. So
I'm
it rolls a
pissed. My
9, so
back
it's gonna
hurts.
fail. So 10 poison damage, 8 sneak attack for a total of 26 damage.
Told you, I'm pissed. My back hurts.
Which is exactly the warg's HP.
Well, okay.
So that warg is down now.
Can I use Wells of the Grave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. And that was a shit roll. 2 necrotic to the goblin.
Okay. Saflin, I assume damage does not snap him out of it at all.
No.
Okay. Alright,
Okay,
so that's
that's
gonna
good.
do 2 necrotic to the other goblin.
You'd have to
'Cause
hit me, and I'd have to lose concentration.
Sadly,
Okay.
at this point, unless other ones show up,
Yeah, he's not
It's-
gonna have a target, so he's
Yeah.
gonna get to take his turn as usual.
Well,
that's it, son.
It's if he's alive, because Morrow now gets double. Well, double on the thing. You know what I
Oh
mean.
yeah, Moro gets advantage on
Pack
his roll.
tactics.
Advantage.
So
14.
22 is gonna hit for 14 damage. How do you want to do this?
Jump, bite its head off, and land on the other side over here.
Okay. So you jump, Moro clamps onto his head, which he's wearing a helmet that kind of covers his face a bit. So Moro just like crushes the helmet over top of his face and lands on the other side, still holding the goblin in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she did knock
Okay.
the warg out from under it.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that was kind of like simultaneous. You stab through the warg, and as the warg is falling, Moro jumps and bites his head and pulls him away.
Snapping his neck.
No, ripping his head off. Or snapping his neck. I don't mind which.
I don't think Mora would have the ability with that to just rip its head off.
Mm,
I
sure.
think snapping its neck.
It's definitely dead either way.
It's
definitely
dead.
dead either way. Also, I need healing. I'm hurt.
Yeah, well, we can't exactly do that when we're in
All right, so
in
Gotta
turn
finish
order.
combat.
yeah, so combat is done.
Yay.
So
Curio,
you can do out
you
of turn
drag the
order.
bystanders out, please?
Saffron will come forward because she'll have felt the connection to her target break
Okay.
when they died.
I'll
Yep.
take them and dive out the door to get them out of the range effect unless she drops it.
Okay.
Well, I'll drop it then.
Okay.
Once I know combat's over, I'll drop.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to say that because I was gonna start rolling for them if you didn't say it soon.
I'm gonna lie there on the floor and just go, ow.
Yeah, because you are still on the ground because you had no movement speed before.
Yeah,
And I'll
I
help
literally
Son up.
just stab it. Ow.
I'll burn a first level healing word on someone because there are potentially 3 people to heal.
Yes. San's just got a big bite mark on her butt and a slash across her back.
I could do it.
Poor Son got her booty swatted.
Okay, 8 helps. I'm still
Yep.
down 10.
Nice roll. Everyone's rolling good today, even Meteor.
Yeah,
Crit heal.
that was a good combat.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Son has 8 now, so she doesn't need as much help. And then we have the 2 bystanders who probably need some help.
I could probably just do with a long rest.
Yeah,
While
so-
they're working on healing them, I will work on untying them. If I can, I'll just claw
Mhm.
the ropes off.
Yeah, so Curio,
Okay.
you have I imagine you carried them both by the ropes. Make an acrobatics check for me as you're dragging them over a warg corpse and San to try and leap out of the cart while holding 2 people. 10. Okay, so you kind of land on the back half of the warg and kind of trip and fall. No damage, but it wasn't as graceful as you'd hoped.
I still give myself 10 points.
Why?
Okay.
I'm just
So
I'm just
can
glad you
can I
didn't line
have
up.
minute to do things?
Yes.
I'm gonna use my healer trait. Does it do clicky things?
Yeah, it showed up
and
3
went-
times.
Okay, so once to Son, and then try to do some more to try to heal up some of the accidental oops bystanders.
Okay, so
Okay,
using
I'm
3
full
of your
health.
10 healers.
I like
to
how
get
everyone's
charges.
saying bystanders now.
The oops
Okay.
bystanders.
Wait, so who were the
First
3?
one was to Son.
Okay.
I'm fully
First
healed.
was to
Son and the
Son, and then I
druids.
was gonna try and do the oops bystanders.
Okay.
One
So
after
you heal
another.
them as Curio. You are trying to untie them. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check, please. For each. Okay, 15. And one more. 23. Yeah,
23.
you have no problem. The knots come right out. You take the gags out of their mouths. And they're
Hey,
both
I
free
hit
now.
you guys.
As
How
Lily
are you
is
More hurt by
feeling?
my poison.
healing. What's that, son?
I said I think they got more hurt by the poison too.
How are you guys feeling?
Oh, it's fine, I guess. I got attacked by spirit things.
Sorry, that
What
was
was
me.
that?
Didn't know you were there.
Well, that was you?
I'm
Oh.
sorry. I didn't know you were there. I can't.
Oh, that's
I can't
fair, I
negate
guess.
it if I don't know they're there. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, they were quite effective.
Sorry.
So
Sorry. And
6
I'm
and
just
5
looking
are
down
those
all
two.
ashamed.
So
How hurt are they? Should I do some healing words on them? Or cure wounds with the
let me double check. All right, so one of them is looking fine. The other one is still looking kind of hurt.
Okay, so should I do a medicine check to see if I can tell that the other one's still looking kind of hurt?
You can tell. You don't need a medicine
Okay.
check.
So I'm gonna go to the one that is still looking kind of hurt, and I'm gonna go up and touch them on the shoulder and do another cure wounds.
Okay.
But from my wand.
So another
Or
7.
my staff.
So
Does that make
as
it any better?
he's looking a lot better, yeah.
As
Okay.
far as healing goes, that's a good roll for a 1. I mean, a good number
Yeah.
for rolling a 1.
Yeah.
Plus
I didn't
6
even
is
notice that.
nice.
Yeah, you rolled a 1 there and you healed 7. And before you rolled a 1 and healed 5. That's really good.
Again, I'm sorry for the spirit guardians.
Curio is secretly glad he didn't do the fiery attack inside when he had the chance. Son sits on the floor and kicks the dead warg and goblin, then looks for loot. Okay.
Took back the immovable rod.
So yeah, the one druid looks perfectly fine now. The one you healed twice has a couple minor scratches still, but he's looking much better.
Okay. I'm not gonna blow another heal.
Right. As for loot, go ahead and roll investigation for whoever's doing that.
I vote Kellen. He's got the eagle eye.
Yeah.
Son, you're still in pain. You're not even worried about the loot right now. You kind of like kick the ward. Is like,
I'm just gonna keep
screw it.
it.
Yeah, you just keep kicking him. It's like, I'm searching for loot, and you just keep kicking.
Song kicked the warg in a tooth caught her foot.
Yeah, I'm not.
Concentrate.
I'm not good at looking for stuff either.
I'm just gonna still kick it.
Yeah, I would just help Kellen look around for stuff and check on the other guy and let him know that all the goblins seem to be down.
Okay. Callan's gonna investigate and gets a 22.
Callan finds everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Yeah, and I checked the one nearest me with a 15.
And Kellen has the biggest search.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
He's got eagle eyes.
So the goblins don't have a lot on them, unfortunately. You see like the basic leather armor that they're wearing, basic shields, scimitars. They do have a little bit of money on them.
We'll take the money.
Sorry for bottle shaky sounds.
We'll say there is
Should we really take the money
total
though, or should we
of-
leave it to the people that got attacked?
probably a total of 15 gold, 7 silver, and 8 copper.
Of it
Well,
this way, Nene. This is our mercenary fee.
Mm-hmm. We'll just stick it in the group fund. I don't even know how much money we all have.
Keep in mind, we just raided the base of the houses, so do we really need that money?
Yes.
Okay.
I love how Saplin says that right before I would have. Because I'm sat here looking at the side screen, I'm like, yes, we take money. I just got my ass whooped. I'm taking that cash.
It's
the
to
one
help
who
us
is-
I'm gonna hold
survive
up
another day.
The druid
Let's-
who is cowering on the side goes up to you, Saplin. And thank you so much. I was afraid you guys wouldn't notice. You're the first people we've seen
How
since
long were
they
you on the road?
kidnapped us. Good 30 minutes with these guys.
Where did they nab you?
Right on the road. They just jumped out and ambushed us.
So we weren't kidding about looking for that druid settlement earlier?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought that was just a ruse.
No, we came
We're
across
really trying to find
we
them.
came across some druids that were transporting turtle eggs a little while ago, and we helped them out, and they mentioned there was a settlement around here, so we
Oh,
wanted
that
to
was
pay a
you lot.
visit.
I heard about that.
We want to go visit and see if the turtle eggs hatched.
That was a big event when those turtle eggs came in.
Have they
We wanted to
hatched?
See if they're okay.
They have actually.
Because I would have walked up beside Safflin at this point, really excited.
Yeah, they're adorable. All how many were there?
4?
Insert random
Yeah.
number from history.
All 4
here.
of them.
I think there was 4.
Yeah, I forget how many there were.
It was 2 containers that we had to recover, so yeah.
And I
I
think
think there were 4 in each, so we'll say 8.
8.
All 8
okay.
of them. They're
wanna
currently
see
at the
them.
monastery.
I can't wait to see them. I want to see them. And I'm just like bouncing.
Yeah, you should definitely go visit.
Yes, we certainly would love to pay a visit.
Yeah,
That's
for
what we're
sure.
trying to go. So, any idea how we get there? We're kind of.
Oh,
we've never been there before.
Sorry,
I'm
yes,
lost.
that was what you were asking. My bad. Do you have a map?
Do we have
I'll
a map,
look at
Meteor?
Safi.
Yeah, you have a map.
I will pull out my map.
Okay. So, he marks right here on the map. So, right there.
Okay. Cool. So we were going to eventually be on the correct side of the lake. We would just had to go around the bottom.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you just keep going down the road. The road winds a bit, but just stay on the road. You're gonna cross a stone bridge. Sever Fang, thank you for the 56-month reset. I'll wait for that to finish.
Oh.
All right.
And of course he doesn't buff.
Grim doesn't like it when you meow back at him.
GG Firebutt.
So yeah, there's a stone bridge, lots of statues around it. You're gonna go over that, and it'll be a couple hours after the bridge on your left.
He gives us extremely accurate directions that we can follow without having to remember, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward directions.
Saflin's just kind of drawing on the map a little bit, so when he mentions the stone bridge, she's drawing the stone bridge.
Yep.
Filling in the map.
And you really can't miss the stone bridge. There's statues everywhere.
Is there a good... You said it's a few hours. Is there a good place to rest in between on the way there? A spot that's known to be safe? Safer?
Oh, this is the wrong place if you're looking for safe.
Safer.
Probably best to get straight there then and then rest.
This section of land is quite heavily populated with monsters, actually.
Monsters.
Goblins, ogres, orcs, grimishkas. Those things are nasty.
Yeah, we had an encounter with them.
Yep.
It was quite explosive.
Mm-hmm.
Bulls. Yeah. This is a very big goblin population around here.
Good to know.
So probably best to not rest and just try to head straight there then.
I mean, you could. That'll be a long trip.
I mean...
But then again, we have your tiny hut, so...
Yeah, I mean, we have the hut. We have our ways of staying safe for a long rest.
Yeah, it
Not
took...
that kind of explosive buff.
It took
Not
you
that
guys
kind of
about a
explosive.
day and a half to get where you are.
Yep.
And you're, like, right here. So it'll take another day and a half, 2 days to get to the settlement.
Yeah, okay. So I guess we're tiny hutting it.
Well, good luck with wherever you're heading. We're gonna try to find the settlement and head that way.
Oh, thank you. I don't suppose you've seen any other druids around here, have you?
Not
recently.
So.
Alright. I guess we're going to the Goblin Village, boys.
Are you missing some members?
We are. That's actually the reason we came out here. A few druids have gone missing in this area, and we came to investigate.
Out of character, I don't think we're going to the village. I think we're going to the Goblin Village.
So we're going to the village, just not the original village.
I would like to rest at some point, but yes.
Are we helping them?
That's up to you guys.
I don't think we could just not help.
I mean, out of character, it'd be totally great for our cred.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe we'll get to leave with a turtle egg.
It's the least you could do for hurting two of their members.
Would you like some assistance?
Oh, that would be lovely. Are you sure though? I wouldn't want to put you out.
I mean, we didn't exactly schedule our visit, so it's not like they're expecting us. It's not like we're gonna be late.
Well, any help you're willing to give would be amazing.
Exactly, we can all head back together. There's safety in numbers.
Son's still sitting there kicking the warg, yeah.
Yeah, and Saflin is not going to say it out loud because she's not quite that rude.
Mm-hmm.
But she's also thinking to herself, you got ambushed by a few of them on the road. I don't think you can take
You sure you can handle it on your own type of thought? Yeah, that's what's going through my mind too.
As you're thinking that, he actually says, we'll be able to do a lot more if you are with us, for sure. We don't even know if they're at the village, but that's our best lead at the moment.
Saflin is going to ask where they think the village is.
It's not far from here. It's in the woods that way a bit. I believe. I've never been there myself. Kind of a dangerous area. We could get there by nightfall.
Then might I suggest we move quickly and quietly?
Yes.
Question, is there any way we can rest and maybe attack in the morning?
You can short rest. I was gonna suggest doing recon at nightfall rather than going in.
Well, that's fine. The more information, the better, really. Especially if they're even there. That's the main thing, is to find out if they're even there at all.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest recon rather than attacking right away, and that way we could rest and go at first light.
And that way we can have our spells back.
And for the record, we are not fighters. We are all pacifists, in fact.
Okay, well, I guess that's a good thing that we are quite good at handling ourselves.
Yes.
Jen?
I guess we are kind of quite good at handling ourselves at this point a little bit.
And Saplin's going to kind of look at them curiously when they say pacifist. Says, how exactly did you intend to get your fellows back if you were...
Well, the main goal at the moment was going to be just determining if they're there or not.
Okay, so you were only planning to do recon.
Right.
Okay, that's wise. Okay.
Okay.
The Saplin was kind of curious because she's good at talking her way out of things. She was curious if they were also good at talking their way out of things, if they expected to go into the camp and talk their fellows back.
Do you say that to them?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we're...
Kiro is going to pour water down Sand's butt to help her she got bit.
Oh my god.
It's not my butt that hurts, it's
back.
my back.
It's both. You got bit on your butt, but you got slashed across your back.
So, like tailbone back.
Ow.
Alright,
in Lilia's brain, she's kind of wondering if these druids at the village might know her adoptive papa.
Yeah, you would have to ask.
Because Papa was the druid, Mama was the cleric. But they take more of the pacifist route, that they just go around trying to
I feel like I do need to make a statement here.
Stuff.
Not all druids know each other, but there's a chance.
But the way that I guess in my lore,
Yeah, I believe your parents weren't like in an actual druid village, right?
Correct. They left and went off on their own.
Right.
But doesn't mean that he wasn't born in one. Right?
The future may know.
So could always
depends on
tie it in.
where they departed from. They may be in the other side of the continent for all we know. We'll find out.
Yep.
Well, yes. Let's go ahead and get packed up. Do you have room for one more in your carriage?
Looks at Meteor. Do we have room for one more?
It would be a tight squeeze.
Is there a reason why we don't want to take both?
Oh, we'll take both. I just thought I could come with you guys and give you as much information as we have along the way.
Would be a good idea.
Is it because of the stink bomb?
Well,
I mean, we could.
That does help.
We could fix that.
Curio earlier opened the curtains. Yeah.
It's been airing out. But I mean, if push comes to shove, depending on how fast we're moving, it's possible one or both of the animals could move alongside the carriage. Alongside the cart.
Heck, I think Moro is faster than our horses. So.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, and pardon my manners. I never introduced myself. I am Limderobu. These are my compatriots Admaris and Corbin.
Limderobu?
Hey.
I'm Limderub. Nice to meet you.
Hold on.
Lim and then DIROBU.
Rub.
Okay.
LIM.
Yeah, Lim is the first name. LIM.
I need
Okay.
you to repeat that because Firedale talked over you.
Yeah, that's
And-
why I was asking.
Dorobu is DIROBU.
Okay, and what was the others' names?
Admaris, ADMARIS, and Corbin, CORBIN.
No last names?
He only mentioned their first names, but he gave you his last name.
Okay.
You can ask their last names if you'd like. Limb to rub, like how animals mark trees. Very nice.
Well, they are druids.
True.
I've written it down.
Okay.
I've scribbled it down too.
Yeah, you might, in order to get him in with you guys, because you are pretty full up with all your people and 2 animals. You could put some people in theirs.
we
You could
had
have the
Neffy.
animals follow next to you.
Yeah, we did
We
have
had-
Neffy with us at one point.
Yeah.
Which,
So,
I mean,
So it's
I
not
feel like we just
can't
had the animals
squeeze.
alongside the cart if we didn't.
yeah. First we have Stick, now we have Limb. Won't be long until we have Trunk. Nice.
And there's no
Uh,
B on limb.
Trunk will be a Loxodon.
Yeah, we'll need trunk and we need root.
Yep.
Y'all are funny.
And Curio will help Son if she needs help over to the cart. I'm sure she's going to milk this for all it's worth.
Corbin.
Yeah.
Would you drive our cart? I'm going to go in with them and try and catch them up on what's been going on.
I did my
Yeah,
Oreo
sure.
over to help me. Oh, I just want to lie down in the cart.
You guys don't have a sorcerer. No, we do not, Bud. So you guys get loaded up. You have the animals follow next to you to make some room. And Lim points you in the direction of the Goblin Village.
Oh my god.
What?
On the road again?
What? I feel like I missed something.
You chat. Twitch chat. It's fine.
You
Gotcha.
forgetting that I have
Gotcha.
to have reading chat Firebutt?
Nope, I don't forget that.
Alright. So,
But with that.
I like fire stairs and fire resistant tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
a few different families came out this way. Some to pick some herbs, others to commune with nature, as we druids are well known for. And they just never came back.
Entire families?
Yeah, a couple families. I believe there was a few kids and their parents. But so we were given the task of coming out and figuring out what happened to them. There is quite a goblin presence, as you've seen, in the area.
I'll just nod.
And they tried to take us. I believe they were taking us back to their village. Most likely to be sold.
Meteor?
Yes.
Just as a note, the second that we were off of any discernible trail,
Mm-hmm.
like if we're starting to move towards the forest, I would
Yes.
cast Pass Without a Trace on both carts.
Okay. How long does that last?
Let me double check, but it's for a little while. It is for
Also,
an
can
hour.
Can I have a second to power cycle my headset? I am getting like static, like
Okay.
in
1
my
hour.
ears, and it's hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 hour and it's coming from the staff of the woodland, so I'm just going to keep maintaining it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I will have Aurora. I'd like you to roll me a stealth check since you were driving.
Okay.
And
Corbin's gonna roll one.
I'll roll one for Corbin as well, yeah.
For what?
Just yeah.
Just trying to be quiet and not draw attention.
Okay.
Pass without a trace is a +10.
Yep, they also get that stealth bonus. Nice.
Stealth is...
Has anybody gone near a
Dex.
microwave with a wireless headset and got that like
Yeah,
static
Dex.
popping in your ears? That's what I was getting, and it hurt.
Oof.
Yeah, they're not rolling very well.
No.
They can add
there-
+10.
So your cart is doing fine. Their cart has a squeaky wheel.
Could we stop and fix the squeaky wheel before they keep moving?
Is it the wheel we damaged with the immovable rod?
It is actually. It's
Can
not
we-
sitting quite right because it got jostled.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Could we?
Although I suppose technically it would apply to the horses as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be interesting because if the horses passed and the cart didn't,
Mm-hmm.
that would mean that you just have a random wheel track. Because part of the trait is that if you receive that bonus, you can't be tracked except by magical means, and you leave behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
The no tracks happen regardless. The
Yeah,
stealth
so
check
that's-
was to be quiet.
So yeah,
Yep.
they're not quiet, but there is no footprints, no cart prints, nothing behind us.
Yeah.
Yep. We have a squeaky wheel that, as far as everyone else is concerned, doesn't exist.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's your that's the only thing that's keeping you guys from being really stealthy right now is that squeaky wheel. And it's kind of like getting worse as you go on.
Probably stop at
Seriously,
one
can
point.
we stop and fix it? Spend
Right.
10
Yeah.
minutes?
Yeah. And it
That's
could be
gonna
easily
blow our
done.
cover.
Yeah.
Can we
Up
take
that
a
village.
short rest
Yeah, you can short
while
rest.
we're fixing it?
Yeah.
You can also just short rest in the carts while you're going as well.
Thank you.
Short rest doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, same. I need a long rest for my Wells with the Grave.
I mean, if you're hurt,
You can roll hit
you could
dice.
roll a hit dice. But
Yeah.
otherwise, if you have a feature that resets on a short rest, which is
My
really
key
helpful
points
for me.
come back.
Yeah, my bardic inspiration comes back.
No, my Wells from the Grave is a long rest. So
The only
it's fine.
thing that does is my channel divinity.
That's still
still
plenty
something.
sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you
The
get out.
turn undead.
How are you fixing this wheel?
My best bet's Callan's probably the one to figure out how to do it, being the artificer.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see, the easiest way to do it would be mending.
But neither of us have that anymore, Callan.
You don't have it either now?
No, not since
Crap.
I dropped my druid.
Okay. Well, let me get to work then.
So
Can I
he.
take out the marvelous pigments?
Yeah.
And make a new wheel.
Yeah, I could either make an entirely
one
new
into
wheel,
existence.
or I could add something to the wheels to make them quieter.
Yeah.
Oil.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Callan asks to see your butter knife.
Yep.
Or
I will give
wooden
him
knife.
I'll give him the knife that cuts through wood like butter.
Okay. So he takes that. He goes over to a tree and like cuts like a shim out of the wood. And he like crawls up under while you're doing that. I'm gonna have him roll a sleight of hand check. $18. Okay. And what are you drawing?
I will go ahead and make a wheel.
Okay. 30. Yeah.
How cartoony does this wheel look, or is it
You-
realistic?
It is the most realistic drawing you have ever made.
That was a nat 20, by the way.
You're just sitting right in front of it, just looking at you got the shading and everything. Like you even make some little imperfections in the wood. Not enough to cause any structural things, but just for detail, you know.
She aged it well.
Yeah, you age it.
Masterpiece of a wheel, chef's kiss.
And
Saffron has created a wood grain whorl in the shape of a flower vine.
oh, okay. So this wheel then magically materializes off the page. So Callan finds where it kind of got misaligned underneath and uses his shim to get it back into place. And then who wants to help take the wheel off and put the new one on?
Can I do something first?
Yeah.
Because would enhance ability help enhance the strength of a person trying to take this wheel off?
Yeah, sure can.
Yeah, if you want to use it, go for it.
I'd say Aurora
My
is
best
probably your
suggestion
best.
is Aurora.
Yes.
Okay. So you use enhance ability on Aurora.
Yep, and you chose strength.
Yeah.
For the
show
strength.
Which
is
gives him what?
Full strength. Target has advantage on strength checks,
Okay.
and his carrying capacity doubles.
All right. So Aurora, go ahead and roll me a strength check, please, with advantage.
Okay.
Is it safe for Pika to drop out? Is this the last main stuff we're doing?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to bed. Night, guys.
Night.
Night.
Hey, Pika.
Night.
Natural 20.
Yep.
Perfect. So you pop the thing that's holding the wheel off on with no problem. You're able to jack up the cart with a log that you find on the side. You just yank the wheel off like it's nothing, put the new one on. New bolt or whatever holding the wheel on, pop the log out, and you're like, yeah, that's good to go. And you do it like super quick too. It's like effortless.
We'll just make Neon the strength.
And
he's our arms and our muscles.
Callan's underneath, working with this shim at the same time, doesn't even notice that you did anything. So he gets his shim and is like, all right, I fixed underneath. Let's get this wheel off.
Oh, it's already fixed.
Wait, you already did, what? Oh, wow.
Well, thank you for
Yeah,
your
you
help,
sure
friend.
did.
It is
That's
appreciated
impressive.
nonetheless. It is appreciated nonetheless.
All right, well, it shouldn't be squeaky anymore, that's for sure. Thank you yet again.
So we're not just
problem.
like mercenaries kind of for hire. We fix your carts too. And that's an out of a character thing that I'm saying.
Yep. So yeah, you guys get back in your carts and keep heading towards the Goblin Village.
No more squeak.
Yeah, no more squeak. I'll have them roll a new stealth check.
They get
Still with
because of
advantage.
Their fresh new wheel.
They get an advantage because of the pass without trace still.
Okay.
So
I don't think we have a group name, do we?
Nope.
I believe you came up with one at the start, but it's never been brought up since.
I think we've forgotten it.
Mm-hmm. Because you needed one for the paperwork, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so 19 is much better, and that was not
Plus
Callan.
10.
Yeah, 29.
29.
Yeah. So, much, much better.
We are now stealthy.
Alright. So you guys are able to stealth there. Yeah, so basically what he ends up telling you is that the goblins here are known for selling people to other races as slave labor. So that's the assumption that they're going on for where these other families have disappeared to. And by the time you reach, by the time it's starting to get to nightfall, he's like, "Okay, stop here. We're getting pretty close to the settlement now.
Re-up pass without a trace.
We should find somewhere to stash the carriages. We should be careful setting up camp. We don't really want to light any fires. Let them know we're here."
You let me worry about that.
All right, I will.
Saplin will find a safe space that looks like they can disguise the opaqueness of the dome.
Okay.
And ask everyone to gather around and note that there can only be 10 creatures in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so they won't be able to be in it.
So we'll, yeah. At the very least, if nothing else, we can have the campfire within the dome and we can bring them out hot food.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they can't be in the dome. Or if anybody wants to be outside the dome.
Unless, because usually Callan, Pika, and Moro usually do watch.
Yeah, Lim is
Do they
going to
want to
volunteer
be?
for a watch as well.
Okay.
And Ed Morris is going to volunteer to be on the scouting party.
All I know is I need sleep. I need my spells.
Yep.
I burned through my high-level spells.
Yeah, I'll set up the dome for those of us who need to rest.
Mm-hmm. So who
I could try
is
and
going
do some
to
scouting later in the morning with my invisibility, but I need my rest first.
Okay, so are you guys scouting tonight or in the morning then?
We could always have, well,
I think
don't
we
know.
were doing recon in the evening to see if we even had a sign that they were there.
Okay.
But we weren't going to attack or anything until morning.
Okay.
Okay, so then if...
So we would have separate parties for that. Yes. We'd have a sleep party, we'd have a recon party. And then the recon party would come back and sleep.
Okay.
Then
So,
if that's how it's going to work, I would suggest Pecan Recon in bat form.
So I assume Saflin is staying with the hut because she has to be with the hut.
I am required to be within the hut.
Yep.
That's correct.
I think
the
Recon...
hut is up for 8 hours, which is the full duration of a long rest.
Yep.
So anyone in the hut with me that wants a long rest will remain the entire time.
Well, they can leave at will if they want to.
Right, but for the duration of the dome, they will need to rest for that extent of time.
Okay.
Yes. But I do think Pika would be good on recon in bat form.
Yeah, I think Pika would
needs
go
less
recon.
rest. Callan needs less rest. They only need 2 hours.
Bat form is a good call. Yeah, Callan could go to. He's okay with stealth.
I would love to do recon, but I gotta be here.
Yeah, and I need my spells.
Aurora Curio, where would you guys be?
I'm good wherever I'm needed. Which, if that means I need to go inside, I will go inside the thing.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't think the hut's concentration.
So Admonis is gonna say, so I think we should stick the scouting party to 3 to 4 people. So if Pika was your name? Yes, Pika, me, Callan, and one more person. We can
Pika
have
usually
one more
doesn't
person.
go anywhere without Morrow, but
Yeah, Morrow is counted in that too.
And I would also offer up an invisibility spell, my freebie invisibility, to any person that is going that may not be stealthy enough.
Me!
Okay.
can I
I've
invisible
always wanted to
somebody
be
else?
invisible!
Okay, so Callan, this is how invisibility works, okay?
Yeah?
You cannot attack anything.
Got it?
And let me find the other rule here.
You can't cast spells, you can't attack.
You can't cast spells and you can't attack anything or it will break.
You can interact with
Otherwise-
things still,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, and if you pick up something and you put it under your cloak, it will become invisible.
Awesome.
But if you
Sorry, I
just
had
hold
to
it
step
out
away.
in the air, it won't be.
okay.
Okay?
I can invis somebody
Okay.
as well. Does
And
anybody
this
else
is gonna
need to be
last an
invisible?
hour.
I can invis somebody else if they need it as well.
You could
Okay.
give it to one of the druids, maybe.
Well, I
Another
asked if
druid's
somebody
coming.
else wants to be invisible as well, and I'm not getting an
Uh,
answer, so.
I wouldn't mind being invisible for this.
Okay,
sounds
so I will
good.
walk up. Who is talking?
Admonis.
Okay, so I'll walk up and I'll touch them on the shoulder and I will cast my invisibility.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
we would
what
cast it right
Safflin
before
said?
they set out. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Firedale, we're currently trying to figure out who all is staying versus who all is going.
Who's doing the recon party?
Yeah,
at
so there's
night?
a recon party and a sleep party. And those who need to regain their hit points or not hit points, their
And
spells
abilities.
and key points and whatever you need to do are there to sleep. We're sending Pika or Son off in bat form. I
can
am
recon.
invisibling somebody as they're leaving. Safflin's invisibling somebody as they're leaving. Because I realize I can touch somebody and make them invisible.
Yep, it'll last an hour.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so they're doing a
So-
recon while we're gonna tiny hut and rest.
Okay. Yeah, so we were trying to figure out what you and Aurora were doing. If
I
either of
can
you were
recon.
going.
I'm somewhat stealthy.
Okay.
I don't think Aurora
I am
is
not.
much.
No.
And he also
Yeah, Aurora
casts a
should
spell.
stay
So.
back anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We will
so
want someone in the dome that is capable of defending
We
if
have-
necessary.
Yes, we'll have Aurora.
So Admonis, Pika, Alan, and Curio on scouting party. Everyone else is staying in the hut. All right. So you guys split into your respective groups. I will go ahead and give you a peek at what you will be scouting next time.
A big black blob.
So
That's definitely a village with wood spikes all around it.
So this
Definitely
is
a keep out vibe.
This is what the scouting party sees when they originally get there. But we will pick up here next time, where you are hoping to rescue some druid villagers. So,
Yep.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening, and we will see y'all next week.
Yep, hopefully.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.